Hello everyone. I still have COVID, but just wanted to make a quick video because it's never ending, you know, with these industrial things. The more you put, the more you're like, oh, I could use another one here, but then it screws up the electricity, you gotta try again. So many things. So we'll be talking about these problems, but at some point I'm gonna get boomed, you know. This is the Pickle Duo Monthly US. Been here for 2 weeks. Learned most BPs. And a lot of people all the time. Really cool. People are quite chill, quite mature. And quite good. And if you go around, we see big base. There's only a duo. Pretty impressive. I wonder if my trap here is gonna trigger. Gonna want to try that out. Open the door and see. Little drop box here for... Oh, cool, I can access that part. I didn't know. Stuff that I want to recycle. I'll just drop it here. Did you know you can see through this here? Little slit. I think I want to do 1 locker instead of 2. So this is a continuation of the first part. The JEWER bunker design. JEWER is a streamer, and this is his bunker design, his own, where you start with two triangles that are offset. You can't see them because it's the one behind this and the one next to that. And then if you put triangles in front of both, you get these two here, and they're a little offset, right? And if we go outside, just for fun. Okay. The best I could do, sometimes it says when you try to build, it's too close to another building because of the offset. So some things to work on in the, what is it called? Creative modes. Pretty dangerous when I come up here. I get screwed by all sides. There's 2 layers of roof, and I like that against MLRS. MLRS coming from this direction, so if I would have built a little further, maybe get the rock to protect. Anyway, this is a continuation. Like the little drop box here, quick access. I could organize it so that the pipes run through, but I think that's gonna be too slow to drop your stuff here. Little airlock, extra door. So you know me, right? I like to have 1 box where I drop everything. It gets filtered into where it needs to go. There's a clothing box. There's these go into the boom box. But I want this box to be readily accessible. So I do have a teammate here that I've met here. That's his bag. And he has access to the top floor, but not the other parts. But here you would have everything that you need as a teammate. And that's how I like to organize my house when I meet people in game, especially. You know, rather than accessing core, you can access the top part where you get everything that you need. Tier 2, repair bench, tools. This thing is running all day. These have stopped. I've unplugged them. Leave wood, I guess. And it's kind of a slow burn here, because I don't really need explosive right now. And metal, I just need continuously. So the idea is that, yeah, this box would be where you can drop your shit, but you also have the guns would stay here, the bullets stay here, the food most likely, most of it stay here, the clothes would go downstairs and then be fueled back into the locker. Here I'm thinking of putting a lock here, because if it's fueled back in the locker, if somebody goes through these doors, you can start despawning the clothes that come in, the beds, kind of shit. So by putting a lock, you have to destroy it, you know? Little light here. That's all I need for lighting. I can make these big doors. They're just 20 high qual. With the tier 3 that we found somewhere. We boomed some place with some people that were kind of nasty. We took their tier 3. Last wipe, somebody was nice enough to give us a rocket. We researched. I think I found the C4 and explosive. Yes, I did. Because I was close to military tunnels. Last wipe. Did research at LMG. That seems like fun. Really cool gun. And I would love this double door, you know me. Now, would love to put a door here. But that doesn't work. Also, I can't close my bunker. Cannot build. Even if I remove that, it just won't allow me. Not sure why. In creative, I don't have an issue. Not the button. It's not the pipes. They're not going down there. I don't think it's these either. Anyway, I won't make a big story out of this. Love these. I love these. They take very few, maybe 4 low grade a day, or 10 per cycle at most. A button for unknown reasons. And I would say the weakness, of course, is not from the top, right? It's from the sides. So having access to high qual is going to be crucial. If we look at the boxes, that's where the explosive comes. Components, you know me, I just have one stack of each. We got food here as well, convenient. Clothes could be empty, no motor parts. Extra stone, mainly sulfur and charcoal, charcoal. Charcoal can take a lot of space. Now these I would like to go up, right? And I would like also to come here to this box. Just drop everything. You know, and this box is taking into account other things. Guns is empty. A terrible raid. Between you and me, I also have a little stash down there for tier 2. If it's still there. It may have popped out. When you put something over it, pops out. Just basic material, wood, tier 2, metal cloth or something like that. Just to make the tools and keep going. Right now the big issue is the electricity. It can't do everything. Battery cannot load. This one is programmed for everything and it goes into this. The only things coming here are the ores, so that's fine. And the rest goes in this combiner, including this. Just want to do some magic. So the task today, I'm just wondering if there's anything else I want to talk about. when you make this kind of design, I think you want to consider, like, if you have 250 for this door, I have 1,000 here for this door, including the wall, which needs to be upgraded when you have a good door. So there's like 2,000 here. Of course, you need to hike wall this wall, right? So that if they are here after 2 metal door, like garage door, then they'll still have to go through 2,000 at least. And they're not in the theoretical bunker yet. That's why the best way to attack this bunker is the sides. You know, if it's metal especially, then it's only a matter of what do you have after. So is it metal here? Hopefully metal honeycomb. The first honeycomb you've made, you've now metalled it and put additional honeycomb around that first layer of honeycomb. So that's 2005, right? If it's high qual, then it can be up to 3005. But that's pretty much as you can make it. You can't go metal, full metal, unless you have access to a lot of metal. Is there a sulfur for query for that? I mean, there's an HQM query, sulfur query, stone query. There's not a metal query, is there? You gotta go excavator, I guess. A lot of few little things I like. These here, you don't need to plug them. They'll emit light. We'll see later. You get to navigate your place. If everything lights up also, it's kind of useful. These doors light up, the box light up. You get to navigate without having much light. So let's try to rework this electricity. It'd be useful if I could put a wall here. If somebody's booming, drop a wall. Like JEWER said, if you put a garage door and you forget to lock it while it's down, you can't reach it anymore. This bunker design. Big problem. So I did unlock this to try to put a code lock, and then it was up, and forget about it. It's gone. Can't remove it, can't do anything. So definitely a little fucked, you know. That's why I'm gonna use my boom tonight. Probably gonna hit some over here. There's been a lot of little houses. When you go there, it's like super dangerous. So I'm just gonna hit this part here tonight. We've had a Chicken Joe problem right here a few days ago. Somehow, this fucker just finds a way to build as my neighbor, you know? Didn't even talk in chat, nothing, I think. Boom, builds right there. And so we took care of that. There was another problem here where two guys were like, you know, they killed me, and I was like, what's up? I just want my hatchet back. You know, and I was like, if you give me my hatchet, I'll leave you guys alone. And they were like, you threatening us? You threatening us? And I was like, no, I just want my hatchet. And then they downed me. And I was like, oh, you want some? You want some? Okay, okay. They worked hard on their base. It was gonna look fantastic. They had like compound, extra TCE. It was getting ready, you know. But I had enough boom. So one of my strats, chat, is to take the boom. Take the boom. So I take the boom here, I take the boom here. I go around this mountain, all the boom here. I go up here, I go up here. You know, all of this area. Take all this off for chat. That's one way to protect your house. You take all the sulfur. You know, I just don't let it pass. I just don't let it pass. I have a pickaxe. And I don't let it pass. So now my main question is, okay, as I drop shit here, can I have it go in another box? You know? What do we want here? Right? And I want to make this box like a simple box. You know, anybody can come in here and see the box and be like, oh shit, I can work with that. I have guns, I have bullets, I have food. There's a bear rug above me, you know. You heal, you drink, you take your gun, you take your ammo, you know, enjoy your stuff. Maybe you take the plan, if the plan and hammer is here. Or the clothes, you take whatever is available. Let's do this. Maybe there's clothes here. But I think you can just grab clothes and go. I like to be able to swap quickly. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna throw that away. I have to throw these away, I think. Alright, we're perfect. About 40% down here. Jeez. It's a little too bad. Alright. So yeah, let's talk about industrial. Let's see if we can work it out. That's all this video is. It's nothing else. Don't want to make it too long. Keeping some arrows, some bullets. It doesn't need to reload apparently. It's good to have bags. I'm at 15, I think. Yep. It's good to have access to a sword or a knife or anything to be able to destroy bags, other people's bags. I like that a lot. So these are just like little useful things that you just want to have access to, right? You want to have access to your pickaxe. Normally I bring one. I can leave a hammer. If you need to do something real quick, you've got it. You know, you want cloth, access to cloth. Access to most of the things you would use to build stuff with. Fuse, key cards. There's a lot of shit that you want you and your teammates to have access to. You know, meds are here, etc. Grenades. These are useful. Killed a guy earlier with it. Tend to put in the stuff I want to use quickly first, like the bag maybe I want to use first before the knife. I like to have one med and one bandage, which will come here. Drop the bag, drop something, drop the knife. Drop bag, drop pickaxe. Probably, yeah. Like I said, I pick up the sulfur, you know. I'll pick up. I still need metal. I'll pick up metal. So this is the drop box. This is the box, right? This is the box that we always come to, drop everything, and it needs to be more empty than this. You know, maybe my ore needs to fuck off into the box downstairs. It would be 5 free slots. You know, I'm not sure how I want to do it. Do I want this guy here who goes like, yeah, send everything here, to say, okay, send all the ore downstairs and here, you know, and then link these two together? Would it push it here? Would it pull it here? I don't know if it's not a loop. I don't know. I think these ideas are fine, but they're a little too complicated. It's my understanding of, you know, I've been playing with this a lot. You want shit to be simple, you know? Yeah, I want some of my guns downstairs, but I also want them to come over here. Should I tell my gun box downstairs to pull, but also pull it here? You know, it's gonna get too complicated. Instead, you want that locker conveyor to be focused on the locker and know what its job is. Now here, if you write weapon, the issue is it'll drop mace and knives, and if you write weapons and no limit, like this, it'll drop both an AK, a SAR, a knife, a sword, you know, a light, flashlight, a silencer, all in one box. And you have to drop everything. If you put just one, you'll just get a knife, you know, instead of a SAR or something. That's a little screwed. So you can't have weapons do that. Instead, you know, that's fine too. Like, you should still have, like, when I'm leaving with 2 rows of stuff anyway. My clothes, whatever's down here, my combat stuff, and my utility stuff, and ammo. You know? So when it comes to gun and ammo, I have them in this box here. And then over here we can have other things. What if I just put, you know, pickaxe every time? It's not going to be an axe every time. It could be a knife every time. But I do want to settle. I haven't settled yet on the blade that I want to use. Because this is pretty shit on bags. Honestly, you can't do a full bag. You got to do like half a bag. You know, quarter of a bag just to damage it. I've seen players do that, you know. They damage the bodies, they damage bags, but they don't do the whole thing. And this is good also to do barrels with. I think this is an add-on to the blade that you already have. So, personally, I like... We need blades here, so this box also needs to compute. Right now it's not plugged on anything. Be taking you and putting you here. Here or here? It needs to pass through. Yeah, but less noise. Less noise. Less noise. I'll try it. Although the noise has not been a problem with my COVID, for the sake of convenience, because no, not in my way like this. I had put this is a heavy door. This is a heavy high quality door. I had put it here first. That's why this wall is like that. But this one is much more useful like this. You can throw them grenades and shit. And this is still airlock, so I moved it there. Just, you know, before we get boomed, just want to make a quick video. Look at the lists. So here we want a lot of things that the TC would also manage, and the components box. But it's very precise, and there's more than 10 items or 12. I'm not sure. Can I do 12 and have extra slots? Should I remove some of them? Charcoal doesn't need to be here. You know, a lot of this stuff is just useful. You can make clothes, bullets, grenades, guns. Clothes, I said that. Armored. Little shit clothes, ladders. You can make Molotovs. And slap together a pistol. I think it's useful, and I like that it's full because anyone can come over here with their components or their salvage, drop everything in this box, it fills it up. Now, there would be other kinds of bodies that would be here, right? AK bodies and all that. Gears sounds like a useful thing. These can go somewhere else. I bet wood is already somewhere else, you know? This is together. This can be here. And that's a start. Wood would fucking be right here. Then it goes into the furnace. But it should also go downstairs in the stone box. All of this should go in the stone box. Secured. So let's go downstairs for a moment. All of this should come downstairs. These should just be in lockers / you're making them yourself. But they could also be downstairs. But they could also be here, right? Like the idea is, okay, I'm dropping everything here. What should stay? And what should leave? Right? I think meds should stay. So that somebody doesn't have to be like, okay, where are the meds? Are the meds here? Are the meds here? Do I need to make my own meds? No, the meds are all here. You know? There should be some food, maybe not that much food. But it is useful to just be able to grab half a stack to a third of a stack of pumpkin and go do your shit. And have extra food, extra water. The clothes should all go downstairs. I don't see why they're still here. What is this if it's not food? I think the tool should go somewhere else. Because you're not necessarily going to grab a gun and a tool here. You could grab your tools here. Right under the repair bench. There. There. Right, you can kind of see what's happening. Now I found this box a little small. And there is space for two. So maybe that's what I need to do. Again, looking at the place with a little bit of a light. Makes sense. And that's quite easy to see. Again, all this light is being produced by this magical little thing. Without it, we have some skin we bought for cheap, some that says glow in the dark. You can buy a lot of skin that glows in the dark on the market. You just have to search, do an advanced search. Description, glow in the dark, I think. Or glow. Or dark, or whatever. All my doors are in the dark. See where I'm at. Like here, I can see that this is the edge of the research. If this wouldn't be there, it's hard to tell. It's like too dark. But because of the lights, you can see that this is the research table. Yes. The helmet, of course, allows me to see different lighting options. I think I'd like to bring this downstairs and see if it produces a lot of light downstairs. Is it cold? And I want to show you again pitch dark, right? See the difference it makes? This here, I can tell right away where the ladder hatch is. And it's cheap. It's cheap to make. You know? Now, I could use probably a light like here to see where the bench is. All this stone should come here. Medkit should go upstairs. Right? These medkits are good at puzzling. You know when you go up the silos, this little silo puzzle jumping bullshit that you have to not fall? These are really good for that, because if you fall twice, you can still completely heal up and do it again. I really like them for that. Now the machine should be dropping the extra shit here. This is a construction apparently, so it drops these construction here too. Unfortunately, be dropping ladders here too, which I don't want. I want my ladders to stay upstairs. Right? Kind of want my plants to stay upstairs, so that people can pick them. All of this should come here. Clones. Clothes. I mean, what's going on, right? Right here, please. Is the front okay? The front's okay. The back can still build. That's a lot of light. Let's go check it out. No. If I die, it's not a big deal. I want to see how much light it's producing. Wow. You're kidding. No light. What about the side? Wait, what was that? Tiny bit of light right here. A little bit of light down here too. If you honeycomb the honeycomb, they won't see it. With a light in the middle. Wow. Awesome. Twitch drops, huh? They light up. It's worth it. There. See, well, I mean, it's quite the ambiance. I like that downstairs it's all red too. It looks like doing something important. I mean, with those, what that allows me to do is do the puzzles at the water treatment, the silos or whatever it is. These 2, 3. When you come through the mountain, you gotta go up where the meds are. I think that's why there's meds there, just for the puzzles. Can I put this here? Because if I want the tools to come here... I'm going to show you now what I mean by the right blade. So this is only to cut wood. You wouldn't bring that. You'd bring a blade. Right? We have different types of blades, different choice. Alright. There's like, you know, these, right? Is there more? There's the bone knife too. But it's not as good as the combat knife, so let's just check it out. I love the sword for that. 25, very clean. I'll use the knife. Not bad, but look at all this damage. You know, the sword actually doesn't take as much damage. The knife does. It's huge. The knife can't be doing that. That's not the job of the knife, apparently. It's too powerful. Maybe they nerfed it. The club is pretty good. It hits for 30. It goes down barely, you know. And with the long sword, it does about 40, I think. Let's try it. And I find that useful because you want to destroy those bags, you know. If all your neighbors are trash, fucking destroy the bags. All right. You've reached your bag limit. Give me a break here. Get rid of. They're all useful. They're all useful. I have some around Bandit. Maybe this one. I mean, these are around my house. I think I want to keep them there. I'll destroy this one. And these are at the train track. I prefer to keep one. Look at this. That's a lot of damage. Too bad it's not a clean 5 hit. That took some damage on that longsword. And I mean, you're using your blades for this, which it's fine if you have a lot of blades. Some of these will cost more, right? Construction. Combat knives, if you use it for bags, it's going to cost you an HQ. I don't like that. You're saving on wood, for example. With this, you're also saving on metal frags, I guess. And combat knives are great at barrels too. They're quick. They're good at taking the animals. And hopefully the math is simple. You just multiply 60 by 30 and see what the greatest number is. If you multiply 35 by 86, that is a greater number. And hopefully the math is that simple, right? So just by comparing these two, 35 is bigger than 30 and 86 bigger than 60. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . but they don't do the same damage. Should we go paddle on these bags? I tried fire. It's not that big of a change. Let's do the machete. Machete's quick. You can always make a machete. I think it's a little slower than that sword. You know what I could do? I could time myself. Let me open the timer app. It won't be too long. Stopwatch. Timer. I'll just start the stopwatch, whatever. So the knife, I think, is a non-contender. Yes, it does a lot of things. It hurts a little bit of everything, like bags, but it gets used fast. How often does your knife break? You have to repair it. Think about it, you know? The club I like a lot for barrels. And if you like to do barrels and you like to blow up bags, that's about 5 seconds. Is it? More bags, please. There's nothing harder than a blue barrel, right? There's nothing we need to destroy that's like harder, right? Again, full example with knife. Not even 5 seconds. That took about 8-9 seconds. Look at my knife now. It used half the knife to destroy a bag. Crazy. I don't know if it took half of that, but I feel like it hasn't. That took about 10 seconds. You helped me with that, chat. I've noticed also you want to use a lot of claw. So you want to keep your sewing kits because they're clothes. And I'm gonna make boots and gloves with my sewing kits. Boots and gloves. Because they add that extra 10%. So literally with 2 sewing kits, you add body 10% each, right? And there's probably other things you can make. Like a better, like an armor or something with sewing kits. But I think these are really good options. They're not necessarily the last options, but the first options. Alright, let's take a look at the mace. Oh, fuck, if you want to try. But that's the time. We're going on 10 seconds again. Over 10 seconds here. And that was about a fourth of the mace. And again, we're gonna do sword because I feel like sword is the best. 5 seconds. A little less than 10 seconds. And that didn't take much. I really like the sword. The sword is also 50, but it's not quite 50 on blue barrels, unfortunately. Like 45, so you have to go like this. It's one shot on yellow barrels. Flesh gather 10 compared to 20. Or, you know, everything's 10. So I feel like knife really good if you really go for that bear every time. And if you think you can just damage bags and that's good enough, I would go knife. But and you like to have a barrel option. But otherwise, sword. So yeah, I gotta make it so that the extra food is picked up, but this food stays. How do we do that? I'm not sure. I'll come up with another video where when I get it working. But I just wanted to show, you know, what's possible with JEWER base, with some mechanic. For the electricity, I'm just gonna touch on it like always. The electricity, I always have it go into one of these because it's easier to manage without having to go to the roof. You have to configure it to more, and I have it go to the lamp, the first thing, or the last, that's the first thing that wants to light up when there's daylight, and the last thing that lights up when there's no daylight. I want it to close as well, so it's not going to the battery. Going to this first, then let's see. Where are you going after? Yes, I assume this one. Electric heater. So heater also, because they're both useful for the plants right now. They're not for me. If I live in the snow, then your heater is plugged on your battery. When your battery comes on the system, the first thing is the heater. But I'm not in the snow. And we go to the boxes, because I want them to clean the box upstairs. That's where it's taking it from. And next one, probably here. I like to have them on the roof here. They take less space. And that's why this one is not working. Oh, where do you go after? Excuse me? So the question is, should these always be on? I think so, because then your drop box does not work at night. You know, and that's not great. This is the explosive box. Of course you want it to pull from the drop box, right? Okay. That means the battery starts here. Hello. What? A little confusing because the battery comes into the system a little later. Right. This is the battery. And my guy. Where do you go, my guy? You go here, to the TC. I'm gonna have you come here. Oh, no, that's fine. Right here. This can go here, and this can go there, and this can go to the TC. Where is this going? Upstairs. Going upstairs. We're not gonna have it go upstairs. I thought for a moment, what the hell? The hell? I thought for a moment that I would have the furnace running all night, but I don't think that's necessary. It is necessary. That this drop box works, that's for sure. Because at night you're busy, you can be booming places, you come back home, you drop your shit. It needs to go. You can't just stay here. Because then you've got nowhere to go. This is all full. Full of useful stuff. So let's start again. But this powers through the furnace, sure. This comes from what? From it? No. Because after these are done, they shall power the battery. Right? Do we have it right though? The heater goes to anything that works in the day, which is none of these. Wait, the heater come up the floor. Let's start with these two. Okay, but can the heater transfer its power somewhere else? No, there's no pass-through. Stop. Ah, that's such a pain. If there's no pass-through, I need a splitter. Splitter takes electricity. Takes momentum from the battery. Do I really have this stop at night? I don't think I want to do that. But I can have this stop at night. Let's go back down. I know it's like somewhat confusing. What else do I want to keep working? I want this to work. Yeah, that's gonna be too much for the battery. We're trying things. Let me just finish the plug-in. I said that. Good. Now. Yeah, that's why it didn't work. This one isn't. These ones are powered by their battery. There's no way it goes back to the battery. You feel me? Everything here is powered by the battery. This goes back to the furnace. Rare. Bam. Furnace, by the way, works all the time. You turn it on, didn't have to turn it off again. Turn it on again, I mean. Okay, so let's understand it now. Solar panel comes through the branch. Branch is configured to more. Let me just fix this here. Here you have to be careful. You take the right one. Goes to the light. Because the light I want to stop when the day stops. The heater after, which also stops at the with the day. And they both help the plant. Oh, poor plant. Plant. Finally, I understand what this is about. Man, this looks so. I'm sorry, I didn't explain this before, but where I store my water, it just works. So, light, heater. Heater goes to none of this. Upstairs. Locker. Because it doesn't always need power. I think. I could be wrong. Furnace. Fueling. Furnace fueling. So the ore, the wood, whatever. And it's also pushing into the box the material here. But night, what happens is after that it goes to the battery. We'll come back. So what happens at night? The light stops, the heater stops, the locker stops, which I'm not sure about. The fueling of this stops. The furnace continues. We'll try. But the taking of this stuff stops. Alright. Now where do we go? After this, we go to the battery. Okay. Battery is night stuff, right? Okay, now we're talking about night stuff. What happens at night? When all these things stop, what doesn't stop? The boombox. The I don't know, components, whatever the fuck. Fuel components, TC, clothes box, guns box, charcoal. Everything that would pull from either the furnace, but especially the drop box, that doesn't stop. And finally it goes to the furnace. I don't think I can power all of this small battery. That's what I like to do. And we might try a larger battery. TZ, what's good, TZ? No, I don't need anyone because it's a duo server and I'm already with someone. So that's it. Yeah, and I've unplugged these for now. But all I need to do is like refuel them, and it's still taking. The out is still there, so it's still gonna take material. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Here too, there's 2 floors. You might not see it. There's a high qual floor under. So I do want people to waste their time with this floor, you know? And we have the high qual floor under. They're like, oh shit. Anyway, have fun. Thank you, people. We're doing good. And I'm gonna keep working. See you soon. Thank you again. Let's bunker up, theoretically. Peace out.